Have you all heard of the busyness epidemic? Well, if you haven't heard about it, there's a pretty good chance you're actually in it. Basically, this is a term used to describe the widespread state of being busy that many people, especially women, guilty, experience. It's when our lives are so packed with tasks and responsibilities that we hardly have any time to relax or enjoy the present moment. It's a never ending cycle of doing things. You know that to-do list that just keeps growing and growing? Now, this constant state of doing can seem like a badge of honor. Like, whoa, look at me. I'm so busy all the time. I've got so much to do. I'm checking all the boxes. But beneath the surface, there are several underlying issues that drive this relentless hustle. Hey y'all, I'm Mick, and I empower women to be anything and do everything. So let's talk busyness. Of course, sometimes we are busy and sometimes it's absolutely legit. I will actually argue that most of the times it is legit. There are things to get done. But being busy all the time, it's no bueno, amigas. And let me explain what I mean by this. See, what I've learned is that busy is too often used as a mask, to cover. It's a distraction that we're using for some serious underlying issues. And today I want to pull the curtain on three specific ones that I think are really hurting women. The most common, of course, is societal expectations. Historically, we know this. Women have been expected to juggle multiple roles. We are expected to do it seamlessly. We are caregivers, professionals, we're partners, we're homemakers. I mean, the list is long. And these societal expectations create immense pressure to excel in all areas simultaneously, which leads to chronic busyness. The crazy thing is that all these busyness can be seen as a measure of success in a society that often values productivity over well-being. So women often feel validated and respected when they appear to be constantly working and achieving. Basically, we are running around like crazy women and yet love validation because it makes us feel accomplished. Another underlying factor of busyness is escapism. Now, escapism is dangerous. I see a lot of us using busyness to avoid dealing with uncomfortable emotions or situations. By staying perpetually busy and occupied, we distract from our feelings of anxiety and sadness or dissatisfaction. This constant activity can be a way to suppress painful memories or emotions. And this just provides a temporary sense of control and stability. But honestly, we're only masking it, right? And eventually all masks must come off. And finally, the third underlying factor of busyness is that for many of us, staying busy is a defense mechanism against fear of failure or inadequacy. But instead of dealing with our negative root, we hide under this busyness label to defer our dreams, to put off the things that we should be doing. You know, how many of us are too busy for our passion projects, or we're too busy to work out, or we're too busy to take care of ourselves? Can you hear how off this sounds? How is prioritizing ourselves not part of our daily schedules? How are we too busy for that? It makes no sense. So in turn to all this busyness occurs, three things are happening that are really critical. First, our physical and mental health decline. Chronic busyness leads to burnout, stress, and a host of physical ailments. It amplifies mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. In other words, this busyness leads to full-blown exhaustion. The constant hustle, it just leaves us wiped out and running on fumes. The second thing that's happening is that being constantly busy means missing out on the present. The joys of the simple moments, meaningful connections, and personal growth are often overshadowed by the tasks on our to-do list. This is us merely existing and checking things off our to-do list, but we're not really living. And the third thing that's happening is a loss of identity. In the hustle to meet external expectations, we've lost touch with our desires, our passions, our identities. And this leads to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. And this is where I come in and where I call bullshit. So many of you feel stuck and are wanting clarity. So many of you are wanting more meaning and purpose out of your life. And so many of you are struggling with one simple question that you cannot answer. And that is, what is it that you really want? And I'm here to tell you that you are never ever going to get the answers you seek if you continue to be on busy mode. And furthermore, not getting the answers to your deepest desires leads to big ass problems in life. So I'm never surprised when women show up in the universe feeling angry, frustrated, or anxious, when they're neglecting self-care, when they're dealing with burnout and exhaustion. Because keeping up with busyness is destroying us. In order for us to dig deep into our souls and to live a meaningful life, to create space for self, we need a new way to organize our lives. We need to be different and do different. So how do we break free from this busyness trap? Here are 3 things you can change right now to reclaim your life. Number 1, prioritize self-care. Close your eyes, picture yourself in this happy place, feel the calm. Now make a commitment to prioritize yourself and your well-being. Set aside time each day just for you. This is your sacred time to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Number 2, you must set boundaries. Imagine a force field around you keeping out unnecessary demands. Learn to say no to what doesn't serve you. Protect your time. Every time you say no to something unimportant, you're saying yes to yourself. And number 3, be present. Focus on your breathing, slow and steady. Feel the ground under your feet. Be present means fully living in the moment. Put away the distractions. Enjoy each experience. There's a reason why so many experts encourage you to go outside and just get centered, get anchored with the earth, to get present in the moment. Here's the thing. Busyness isn't a badge of honor. It's a thief stealing your joy and fulfillment. By prioritizing self-care, setting boundaries, and being present, you can take back your life. This is how you create a more balanced and fulfilled life. This is how you get clarity. This is how you get answers to all the questions that you have. Thanks so much for hanging with me today. And if this hits home for you, like, share, and subscribe for more on living your best life. Until next time, take care and stay present.